answer to these trick questions.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Coming into this game, Stan, it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, the wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Williams is out there with Walker Kessler, and it's Collier in at the point. After bursting onto the scene as a rookie, Coach Van Gundy, expectations certainly increased for Walker Kessler.
Yeah, and Kevin, I think he's handled those expectations well. He knows who he is. He's first and foremost a defensive rim protector and a rebounder. He's a rim runner on offense. He's a pick and roll guy. And he knows that he's got to continue to grow in the other areas.
That one misses.
Well, where Kessler is elite is on the boards, and he's an excellent rim protector. Those two things alone will earn you minutes.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
The first free throw is good. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That's his first foul. We play just over a minute here in the first. Three-pointer, Randall. That shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Kessler, screen on Edwards. Sexton drops it in from 14 feet away.
Well, look, if you're guarding Sexton in pick and roll action, you have to stop the ball first.
DiVincenzo kicks to McDaniels. Gobert against Kessler. 5 to shoot. Back to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here's Utah. Markkanen looking it over. Pass to Collier. There's the three. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this one.
Markkanen down low. Working on McDaniels. Kessler the screen. And the three ball is good. Sexton's got 5.
Asserting himself at the arc. Sexton saw his shot and took it without fear.
For 3, Edwards. Kessler with the rebound. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. Last time they met was in Utah.
It was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. McDaniels got a couple of threes now in the first for Minnesota.
And when McDaniels is hitting this, look out, because it opens up everything else for him offensively.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been in a groove from the free throw line since the All-Star break. Fifth, the Timberwolves.
They are really dialed in at the line, especially since the break. I mean, really shooting an impressive percentage from the line.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Collier. Off target from outside. The Timberwolves trail. Down low. Handle no good.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Pass to Sexton. From deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Sexton's got 8 points.
And it's important Sexton makes those. The more he hits from outside, the more the floor will open up.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. Luke's checked in for Utah. On defense, the Jazz. 4-point game. Alexander Walker with the ball. Hits the jumper in space.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
The shot by Sexton, no good. To the paint. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Rudy Gobert. And he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He talked about the challenges that come with playing against Lauri Markkanen. Coach said you have to know where Lauri is at all times because he's so effective playing off the ball. He's a knockdown shooter and a smart cutter, and he moves extremely well for his size. This team's got a lot of respect for the mobile 7-footer. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Edwards passes to Alexander Walker. And here's Gobert. Gobert double-teamed. Clock at 4. Finished off by Edwards.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Back to Sexton. Great D that time from Edwards. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Markkanen from outside. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now, here's McDaniels. In the game against Orlando, very impressive. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Sexton. 9 points last game out. Mikhailuk passes to Markkanen. Trains the three-pointer. Markkanen's got 5 now.
Well, Markkanen keeps the defense off balance with the quick trigger.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. Let's take a look at the numbers for Anthony Edwards.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Pass to Dillingham. Alexander Walker with the ball. Here's Garza. Takes the 3. Kessler with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And for the Jazz, the last few seasons, coach, have been a period of rebuilding.
Yeah, it has, Kevin. You know they acquired a lot of draft capital when they traded Gobert and Mitchell. And they've since drafted a lot of young talent and still have plenty of picks to work with.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pass to Kessler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The playoff picture coming into focus now, Greg, with a good portion of this regular season behind us.
And for the teams that are definitely in, they're trying to maintain momentum and health, right? But for the teams still clawing and fighting their way in, that's where it gets exciting.
That's good from Kessler. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota had, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And Kessler drops them both. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Superb focus from Reed. He excels at using his strength to push through contact inside.
Buries the long-range jumper. And the Jazz lead by 3.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest every time.
Buries it from three-point range.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Kessler. And Kessler throws it down.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Pass to Mikhailuk. Outside, Sexton. Kessler setting the pick for Sexton. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
So Colin Sexton is 6'3". He has the frame of a point guard, clearly. But Stan, his game is putting up points, and he can do it in a hurry.
Yeah, and Kevin, look, he's done it pretty efficiently in recent years. We have a lot of point guards in the league who are primarily scorers. And Sexton, though, you've also got to give him credit. He's made great strides as a playmaker.
He has indeed. And it's Sexton penetrating. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Shannon. Rebound, Utah.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Outside, Sexton. Here's Filipowski. Reed with the rebound. Here's Dillingham. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Dillingham's got 5 now.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
To the middle. Here's Filipowski. That one misses. They play the clock right. They can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Pulls up on the elbow. A shot by Alexander Walker. No good. Jazz leading by 3. Williams kicks to Sexton. The 3. It's hauled in by Shannon. Inside. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts.
Not easy inside there for Reed, but he made something happen.
Here's Juzang. Still scoreless. The Jazz again can't hit it. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Jazz lead by 1. From Target Center, back in a moment. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. What do you guys think about the Jazz here in this one?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's really hard to get foul calls on the road. Credit them for being so aggressive.
Here's Collier. 9 points last game out. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Gobert is out there with Reed. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Edwards passes to Reed. Back to Edwards. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Juzang. Here's Collier. Defended by Alexander Walker. Off target from three-point range. Passed out, and for Utah, it was a loss to Toronto. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
Outside Williams. Pass to Filipowski. The Jazz working the ball around now. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
He's off on the first. And the second free throw, good. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Pass to Juzang. Here's Collier. For the three. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Edwards. He had 31 points in the win against Orlando. Pass to Alexander Walker. Gobert, the screen. Shot's good by Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Timberwolves. Outside, Sexton. Here's Filipowski. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And let's review some numbers for Sexton. Putting up about 18 points per, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. Just a fantastic scorer off the bench. Always a factor in every game he plays.
Yeah, look, you need that kind of punch off the bench. Someone who can help shoulder the offensive load.
Minnesota making a switch here. Randall's checked in. Great open look there. Alexander Walker's got 6 here in this quarter.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. We have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And Sexton has it in the corner. To stop the drought, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And Sexton is a microwave scorer, and once he finds his rhythm, he's difficult to slow down.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards. He's been dominant over the last month, 10th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 players in three-point field goal percentage. He has been locked and loaded from beyond.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for McDaniels. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jazz. On Monday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Chris Middleton and the Washington Wizards. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Lauri Markkanen.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounds.
Collier nailed from three-point land.
Well, hey, you give him some daylight, he can knock it down.
Outside Edwards. Now, Alexander Walker. 11 points in the game. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Alexander Walker's got 14 points. Pass to Collier. Kessler screen on DiVincenzo. Collier, that's good.
Well, it took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
And the slam, if Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish it.
Here's Juzang. Offline with his 3.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Jazz trail by 4. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Clark, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Bones Island subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. And Utah with a change here, too. Sensabaugh is checked in. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Clark for 3, hands it from downtown. Clark's got the lead up to 7 now for the Timberwolves.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
And the shot goes down.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Clark for 3. Out to Edwards. Pass to Highland. Rebound, Utah. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Anthony Edwards. Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
And Stan, we seem to be in the midst of a big man renaissance in the NBA. And I personally love it. So that being said, which of these big stars do you like the most?
Well, that's a tough question because there's so much talent and they're all different. You've got Embiid, who is unstoppable offensively. You've got Wembanyama with his combination of size and length, skill and agility. You've got guys who can shoot the ball. But the guy that combines the most of those things that I would take, Nikola Jokic.
Pass to Sexton. Over Clark. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Sexton.
A dynamic scorer. Sexton will absolutely take the mid-range J if you give it to him.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up is on Colin Sexton. The Timberwolves shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team.
And the the first one drops. Minnesota making some changes. Garza's checked in, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Randall. And a switcher also for Utah. Williams is checked in. And so Clark nails both of them.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Jazz trail by 5. Lets it go with a 3. Collier, that's good. Collier's got 11 points in the quarter.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And let's take a second to recognize the rookies who have been doing a terrific job distributing the basketball this past month. And you look at Collier, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
And he's been setting the table beautifully. I mean, that'll keep his veteran teammates really happy.
And that one falls for Clark.
And he didn't go to the line once in the first half. But now he's figuring out how to draw contact and get himself to the line.
He doesn't get the second one. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Collier. Picked by Markkanen. And it's Collier missing. Minnesota's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
The Timberwolves shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
At the line for your Timberwolves, Hyman, 1 foot.
Jazz trail by 6. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. He's got 11. Shot clock at 6. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
Yeah, really nice to see Markkanen keeping his head up and finding the open teammate.
Here's Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Garza, no good. Jazz have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Pass to Collier. Outside, Markkanen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
That free throw good for Markkanen. And, Coach, you watch Markkanen. He's a perfect fit for today's NBA, isn't he?
Yeah, a big guy who can shoot the ball, Kevin. And, look, he's learned to put the ball on the floor, go to the basket. He's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. This guy can really play the game.
And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, he's going to have to watch himself now. It's a little early for that second foul.
Utah trailing here. 1:58 left in the first half of basketball. Sexton with it. 19 points in the game. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. A miss that time would have put them up. Timberwolves have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniel said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And Utah making a change here. Juzang's checked in. Here's Alexander Walker. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Mikhailuk passes to Markkanen. Nifty move. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Back to Alexander Walker. Here's Dillingham. Back to Alexander Walker. And here's Reed. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Sexton the pass to Filipowski. Now here's Markkanen. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the three ball. Markkanen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, look, you know Markkanen has this kind of range. That defense has got to get out on him.
Dillingham with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Timberwolves on top. They lead by 4. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
I gotta see more fight on the glass. They're in a slugfest. Winning the battle of the boards can swing this game.
But do they have the personnel to do it? I agree with you. They need to do it better, but can they?
And now here's something that's always interesting. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
So on the floor for Utah, wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Williams is out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Collier in at the point guard. Kessler, a screen on Edwards. Shot's good by Williams. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards passes to McDaniels. Now DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. Back to DiVincenzo. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Here's Collier. He lobs it up. It's stolen by Gobert. Stolen by Markkanen. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Outside, Sexton. To the right side. 5 on the clock. Kessler passes to Williams. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Williams has gone 1 of 4 from the field. Pass to Randall. Gobert with a screen on Williams. Randall. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Count that one. McDaniels got 11.
Yeah, nice read by Gobert. When he's providing an assist, that is a big bonus.
Here's Collier. 11 points in the game. Pass to Sexton. Kessler, screen on Edwards. That one drops for him. Sexton's got 21.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Gobert with a screen on Markkanen. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Pass to Sexton. That shot misses. Great D that time from Edwards. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. McDaniels kicks to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Williams. Kessler with it. Fades away. Julius Randle with the rebound.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert. But that time, he just couldn't get it done.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's an opportunity for us now to focus on some small forwards who play anything but small. The leading shot blockers at the 3 spot. Third is Jaden McDaniels.
Just superb in terms of their athletic defending ability. I mean, all of them. They never give up on a play and do everything they can to challenge each and every shot.
Well, and having that kind of length and activity on the wing, that's really something you need in this league to win at the highest level.
And he knocks down the first one. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Timberwolves leading by 5. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Outside for Randall. Connects from 3-point range. Randall's got 5 now.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
In this 12, 15, 18-foot area, that's just about the extent of Kessler's range.
Randall passes to Gobert. Pass to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen for DiVincenzo. Nice open look, but it's no good. Markkanen dishes to Sexton. Here's Kessler. Outside, Markkanen. Sexton for three. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
2 points. That one goes. Gobert's got the lead up to 8 now for the Timberwolves.
Catching them by surprise. It's not often Gobert strikes from any kind of range.
Williams kicks to Sexton. Goes up from the top of the key. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Minnesota leading by 6. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Clark's checked in. We get a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. Taking a look at Minnesota. Right now, at the playoffs start, they would have the 7th seed. And, of course, there's the Jazz. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And when I look at Utah, they're going to stumble towards the finish line this season with the playoffs nowhere near a possibility.
Yeah, and for the front office in particular, the focus is shifting to the offseason and what steps they can take to elevate this team to more competitive footing.
And they continue to control the glass.
You know, Coach, what more can you ask? The reigning 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Well, Kevin, since you asked, his impact in the playoffs hasn't always been the same as during the regular season. That's got to be the next step.
Some changes for Minnesota. Einod's checked in, and Bones Highland subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Mikhailuk comes in for Collier. Here's Mikhailuk. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Clock is at 3. Sends the ball no good. And Zola Tylen, who brings the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Mikhailuk. He's defended by Highland. Here's Juzang. Another miss by Utah. Minnesota leading by 8. Highland misses. Here's Juzang. He's covered by Clark. Pass to Juzang. Another miss by Utah. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's the floater. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Second free throw, no good. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. And he makes both free throws. Here's Sexton. 23 points in the game. Pass to Filipowski. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Reed. Here's Clark. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He's gone 3 for 4 from the line. First free throw is good.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And so Clark nails both of them.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half, doing a great job at the line.
There's the screen. Pass to Juzang. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And here's Reed. Shoots over Filipowski. Reed misses. Sexton against Highland. Reed with the block.
Well, Reed really gets after it on defense. He's a big man that loves coming up with blocks.
Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. Markkanen, he's checked in for Utah. Filipowski passes to Mikhailuk. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Jazz trail by 7. Sexton the pass to Markkanen. Back to Sexton. Markkanen sets the pick for Sexton. Off target with his 3.
Well, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Dillingham setting the screen for Clark. Traps in the tray.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Sexton the pass to Mikhailuk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Mikhailuk's got 6.
Their 3rd 3-pointer in a row.
Pass to Shannon. Picked by Reed. Shannon, no good. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Juzang. Markkanen with it. Sexton with the screen for Markkanen. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the trip.
Pass to Minot. Here's Dillingham. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside, Sexton. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Jazz trail by 4. Mikhailuk passes to Sexton. He takes it in. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Well, Sexton likes flexing on the defense from time to time. Great job scoring through contact.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Shannon passes to Reed. Here's Dillingham. That one's off, still out of sync. Here's Mikhailuk. Out left to the wing. Pass to Sexton. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Timberwolves lead by 2. From Target Center, back in a moment. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammates.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Clark is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Shannon in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And that one falls for Clark.
And one difference this have is that when they get to the line, they're converting.
And so it's Utah here with the ball. Pass to Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Juzang. Misses the 3.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game. And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Kessler. It's Clark with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 6. Latrey, good on the three-point shot. Clark's got 10 points here in the second half. To the paint. Will it go? Kessler with the bucket.
And Kessler is so smart down there. Focuses on taking high percentage shots within his range.
Pass to Reid. Now here's DiVincenzo. The three-pointer no good.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Collier, and he's good on the 3-ball.
What a time for him to step up. Big 3 right there.
Well, guys who can make big shots at the end of games have become a necessity.
Here's Clark, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Clark. Daniels is checked in for Minnesota. Edwards comes in for Alexander-Walker. And so Clark nails both of them.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Luke passes to Collier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The first one falls. Both shots good from the stripe. Timberwolves leading by 4. Up top, Edwards. Drops it in from 11 feet.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
Pass to Juzang. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And Kessler throws it down.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Offensive rebound. And Reid throws it down.
Just one of many things Reid contributes on the floor. His ability to save plays by just being in the right place.
It's tipped. Pass to Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. 4 on the shot clock. Kessler screen on Edwards. No one covering. Collier's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this, and fast.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
A defensive ace. Jaden McDaniels gets the toughest perimeter assignment every night, using his length, athleticism, and effort to frustrate opponents.
Mikhailuk from outside off the mark.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Here's McDaniels, and it's sent back by Kessler.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
Kessler, a screen on Clark. Pass to Kessler. Bobbed up there. Oh, Edwards flies up and finishes the alley-oop.
Well, the athleticism Edwards has is off the charts. He makes those alley-oop catches look effortless.
The Jazz again can't hit it. Minnesota leading by 8. Clark outside. Reed with a screen for Clark. Drills it from outside. Clark's got 15 points in just the second half.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. The Jazz making a switch here. Sexton's checked in. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, Coach told his team we're up. We can take care of the ball. Don't give them the game. Playing smart basketball will clinch a victory for us. Guys?
Thank you, David. DiVincenzo passes to Shannon. Timberwolves passing it around. And it's Clark slamming it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel. Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And it's Edwards, top of the key. Edwards drawing the double team. And again, it's Minnesota.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
Right side, Sexton. No good with the triple.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Edwards. And it's sent back by Kessler. Outside, Sexton. Juzang passes to Kessler. Minnesota with the rebound. McDaniels got rebound number 8 now on the night. DiVincenzo finds McDaniels. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
And here is McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Shannon's got the lead up to 11 now for Minnesota. Outside, Sexton. Now, Kessler. Here's Juzang. It's hauled in by Shannon.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
DiVincenzo passes to Shannon, and he makes that one. Shannon's got 9 points in the quarter.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Pass to Kessler.
Well, it's hard not to get physical when going up against a guy of Walker Kessler's stature.
And he makes the first. Rudy Gobert is checked in for Clark. And a switcher also for Utah. Markkanen's checked in, and Kessler drops them both. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. Pass to Shannon. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
That's off as well, so he misses both.
And lost his touch right there. Didn't see that coming. Usually, when he's hot, he stays hot.
Another miss by Utah.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Markkanen passes to Sexton. Kessler, screen on Edwards. Sexton for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Sexton's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Randall's checked in. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. No good on the 3.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern for him. The shot isn't falling, and it's been a forgettable night.
Kessler, screen on McDaniel. Pocket 6, and it's Collier missing.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Outside Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Offensive rebound. Gobert makes it off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 10.
Well, it's like Gobert's got magnets in his hands. He's led the league in rebounding before in his career.
Kessler, screen on DiVincenzo. And it's Collier missing. Minnesota's shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. Down low. Kessler against Gobert. Kessler with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And that one drops. Collier's got 23 points.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Randall no good. Jazz trail by 8. Pass to Collier. 1:05 left in the 4th. Gobert with the block.
So good at finding these rejections. Gobert has all the physical tools and razor-sharp reflexes as a defender.
To the middle, here's Randall. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Williams is checked in for Utah. Outside, Markkanen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Jaden McDaniels.
Well, the way Markkanen plays inside is exactly what that coaching staff wants.
34 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Timberwolves on offense. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to McDaniels. Over Markkanen. And Gobert kicks to Randall. Drills the three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
And so Minnesota takes the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused at that.